Are you doing all the manifesting things, the vision board, the affirmation, the rituals, and still not seeing results? Hi, I'm Emily Katie. I help women who say, I know I'm meant for more, but I just don't know how to get there. I guide them to release what's keeping them small, activate their spiritual gifts, and finally step into the life that they have always dreamt of. So here's the truth about manifesting. This isn't about you doing it wrong. It's not about your energy. Yesterday's partial solar eclipse in Virgo is stirring something up that is blocking you from manifesting. And this message came through really strong this morning to me. And it's something that I want to share with each and every single one of you on here because I know the frustration of like, I'm doing all the things to manifest. Why isn't it manifesting? Well, it's a little bit bigger right now. The eclipse energy is seriously, it's a cosmic reset. And so it's not right now about pushing harder. It's about releasing, resetting, and creating space for your soul. Align your desires to finally land. Just this is what this eclipse is about. And this energy is still here for the next 2 weeks. A very strong portal that we're in, the releasing portal. So in this moment, this is all about where the old ways of manifesting, of doing life that felt comfortable, that are no longer in line, it's not working anymore. It's just everything is shifting, and you trying harder or piling on the more rituals, um, it's just not going to work. And this eclipse is showing that for us right now. Manifesting the old way, it's changed, and it's about your energy is being too cluttered right now, cluttered with fear, doubt, and outdated beliefs, old stories that really honestly don't belong to you. If you don't right now pause and release what's no longer serving you, this eclipse is asking you to do it, or it's going to force it out of you. So this is a gentle way of doing it, is to pause and release. Unfortunately, you'll stay stuck in the loop of trying everything and not seeing results. And that's the frustration that many of my clients are coming and bringing to me is I'm doing everything. I think I'm releasing, but nothing's working. Again, it's not our fault. It's this energy, this cosmic energy right now is really digging deep into us to help us release what is blocking us from living out our desire, living out our soul assignment. And the energy that we've been rooted in the 3D consciousness, it's time to uproot, Spirit is saying. As hard as it is for many of us to uproot because it's what we know and we know it's comfortable. But the collapse that we're seeing on the outside of the world is also happening on the inside for each and every single one of us. And if we don't allow the collapse to happen within ourselves, we're going to create more resistance and more challenges, is what Spirit is saying. So when we realize that manifesting isn't about doing more or resisting the change, but it's about aligning, we stop spinning our wheels and we finally can see results from our efforts. But first, we must clear out what's been holding us back. And so that we can align ourselves with what it is that we are really truly meant to bring into our life and create the space so that what we want will come in. So here are 3 steps to shift from that forcing energy into allowing flow into your life. And the number 1 is clarity. This is priority for any time you want to manifest. If you don't have clarity, you cannot create it. Literally, if you can see it in your mind's eye, in your imagination, then it's in your energy field and you can pull it in. So you never want to manifest from confusion. Choose one desire to focus on. You can see it in your imagination. You can experience it in your physical body. You can feel the excitement or the joy of pulling it in, and allow that energy to respond to your clarity, to pull in that clarity. The clearer you are, the easier it is for the universe to understand what you want. Otherwise, we're putting out mixed signals. And so this is about really having that crystal clear desire and sharing with the universe how much this means to you. Number two, anchor your energy. So your nervous system, all of our nervous systems, generally we don't feel safe to receive. So one quick practice that I use on myself is I'll use my middle finger and my ring finger, and I'll ever so gently just tap on my heart chakra. And I will say to myself, I am safe to receive. I am safe to receive. I am safe to receive. This practice will reset my nervous system. It will reset your nervous system. So, and letting you know it is safe to receive so that the universe can send whatever it is that you want, and you have the space in your nervous system to actually receive it and keep it. If you don't have the space in your nervous system and you're wired or programmed to that it's not safe to receive, then whatever you're trying to desire or bring in and you desire or trying to manifest, it will be blocked. Or it may come into your life temporarily and leave your life. This happens a lot with people with money. They want to make money, they make it, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It's their nervous system is not wired to receive and keep. So that's something, just that gentle tapping. That's a reprogramming your DNA and letting your DNA know it's safe to receive. The third thing that I do is I take a micro step towards whatever it is that I want to manifest. So the moment I have that clarity, the moment I reset my nervous system and let me know, okay, it's safe, instead of getting overwhelmed and having like 10 different rituals, I will do one small thing that is aligned, an action that I can take that is aligned with what I want. And those moves will bring in whatever it is I'm desiring closer to me. So for this morning, with the eclipse energy out there, this is an example of how I worked with it. The eclipse energy is about releasing. It's not about manifesting, but the eclipse energy is showing me what I need to release to make space so that I can have whatever it is that I want to bring into my life, something else. So I'm releasing stuff. This morning, I took time to release old stories that have been keeping me small. I literally wrote down and I wrote out 12 old stories from this life and past lives that I've been holding on to. Imprints of have the fragments of past life imprints have bled through into this life. And I wrote out 12 stories, beliefs, limiting beliefs, patterns that have been keeping me small, keeping me not in a receiving mode, keeping me behind the scenes, not being out front and helping other people flourish and me hiding in the background. Whatever it was that was blocking me from this life or past lives. And I wanted to release that so I can make room to manifest my next step in my life of where I want to go. So I took the time to write out those stories. And once I wrote out those stories, I burnt that piece of paper. I'm using the energy of this eclipse to really help me release what is no longer serving me. It was a micro step that I took. I took the time. I wrote out. Allowed the subconscious loops that have been running in the background and me not necessarily aware of. I allowed them come forward and be written out on paper. And by taking that micro step, I was sharing with the universe, I'm ready. I'm ready to release what this is no longer serving me. This is a story I don't connect with anymore. We all have them. So these micro steps, they build momentum. The universe sees it, and it begins to shift your energy from forcing into flow. So a pro tip I have here, mistakes to avoid. When manifesting, stop scattering your energy across dozens of desires. Focus on one, just one. 2, manifest. You don't ever want to manifest from fear or lack. That will cancel out the frequency. Hi, Chantel. It's great to see you on here. It's going to cancel it. Literally, if you're anchored into the 3D, the earth density is this 3D density. It's from lack, fear, scarcity. If you're anchored into that and you're trying to manifest from a place of lack or fear, literally all that energy you're putting out there is just going to get canceled. So you have to manifest from your heart's desire without expectations of what you're going to get. You want to know why? Because your mind, all of our minds are not capable of understanding how much we can actually receive. And we put a limit to it. So don't ever put any expectation. Just put it out there. Put your heart's desire out there and allow the universe to give you what is soul aligned for you. No expectations. And number 3, don't overcomplicate this process. Keep it small, aligned actions. Those are the ones that carry the vibrations. When we overcomplicate it, then we're confusing the frequency, we're confusing the energy, we're confusing the universe on what we want. It does not have to be complicated. I can't reinforce that enough. Keep it simple. The universe works in really simple ways. And that's what you're being asked to do here right now. So here's your reset for this energy that we're currently in, this eclipse, this partial lunar or solar eclipse in Virgo. Release. Manifesting hasn't been working because you've been manifesting from old loops, old programs, old patterns, confusion, fear, overdoing. And this solar eclipse is revealing those patterns to you right now so that you can release them. When I say it's revealing them to you, it's you may all of a sudden have old thoughts resurface and you're like, why am I thinking about this? Why am I thinking about this person? Why am I thinking about this way I used to be? Or why am I thinking about this old story? It's that energy is bringing this up to the surface so you can acknowledge it, take it out of the subconscious, bring it into the conscious, acknowledge it, and finally release it. It's that easy. It's a thank you for showing this to me. Thank you for trying to keep me safe. However, guess what? I'm no longer in alignment with that story. I now operate this way. So I'm going to release you. You can join me or not, but I am taking a point and coming from a place of empowerment rather than being disempowered. I hope that makes sense to you. So when you choose the clarity and you anchor your energy into abundance, anchor your energy into passion, into joy, not from lack, scarcity, and you take those micro steps or actions that are aligned with what you want to manifest, and you stop efforting, that's when flow begins. That's when you will start to see what you want to manifest come into place. I will say, manifesting something, you're working with old energy. So it's like turning a ship. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes some time. It takes approximately 42 days until you actually see what you're trying to manifest come in. You'll start to see the whispers of it, or you'll actually see it come in depending on what it is that you're manifesting and what your nervous system can handle. Some quicker than others, but give yourself the grace and the knowing that it's not an overnight thing. It took thousands and thousands and thousands of years of programming that you've been living with. They're not even yours. And you've been living with these programs that have been blocking you from actually living out your soul's truth, living out the things and receiving the things that you deeply desire. So give yourself that grace, knowing that it takes some time. But it will come. Just come from a place of gratitude without expectations. And just keep at it every single day. You will see it. It happens every time. So if you are ready to release what's been keeping you blocked so that you can manifest and what you want to manifest actually lands, I would love to invite you into a private light language clearing session with me. In this session, we'll clear out the old patterns and the beliefs, like what I was just talking about from like thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago. We're talking about generational wounding. We're talking about past life wounds that have been bled through and are imprinting into your current consciousness right now, and they are blocking you. So I go in and I go into those past lives. I go into the generational lineage lines. I see where those blocks are, and I am able to cut those off of you so that you're and clear them and heal them, not only for yourself, but your past lives, your present life, your ancestors, so that you can live not as a fragmented soul carrying all these wounds from others, but as your true divine essence. Reset your energy so you can activate that clarity and with confidence that you can step into your soul assignment here on earth. I love doing this for my clients. This is something I enjoy so much. So the link is going to be in the bio. I don't know. I think I put it in the bio already or in the description below. So if you want to book a session, I would love to work with you, help clear all of those fragmented energies, those old wounds that and those old stories that are no longer lifting you up. You're anchoring you down into the 3D is what my guides are saying, so that you can live the life you're here to live. So thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, please like it, do the thumbs up, subscribe to this channel if you want more messages like this. And I am just grateful for every single one of you. May the solar eclipse energy in Virgo be your moment to release what's been holding you back, reset and realign with your true essence so that you can live in the reality that your soul has been waiting for. I hope this is helpful for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I love you.